Hey everyone, you're watching We Had That. This weekend, there was a toy swap meet in Powder Springs, Georgia, hosted by Retroville Collectibles. This video is a walkthrough of the swap meet to give you an idea of what kind of toys were there. This first table has some Lion Rock military guys, as well as some vintage G.I. Joes and a Mork from Ork. There's a Black Star figure, a bunch of Star Wars and modern G.I. Joe figures, and then we've got some vintage Star Wars and G.I. Joe miscellaneous stuff here over on the side. A couple of Foot Lockers with vintage G.I. Joes inside. And miscellaneous toys including Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a cool Yoda notebook, and some modern Migos. Here we've got some vintage 70s stuff. $6 Million Man, Marks, Johnny West, some Migos and Evel Knievel, and a carded Battlestar Galactica figure. That's pretty cool. Masters of the Universe accessories here. And a Dragonheart lunchbox. I don't see that very often. Rock'em Sock'em robots. Masters of the Universe loose figures. As well as some more G.I. Joe here. And another Big Jim item with the Big Jim camper. Star Trek bridge playset. And some vintage G.I. Joe boxes. There's another vintage G.I. Joe footlocker. This one for just $5. A lot of vintage G.I. Joe footlockers at this swap meet. There were a lot of miscellaneous toys. These dragons and dinosaurs were pretty cool in particular. Here we've got some more Star Wars figures. And a box of miscellaneous stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Looks like some 1/6 scale figures and accessories at this table. And some female action figures there in the back. This was a nice piece, the Micronauts Battle Cruiser in the box. You don't see that out very often. Here we had also Evel Knievel and his stunt cycle. I believe that's a modern version. And we've got some Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars. GoBots and Transformers here. A whole bunch of loose GoBots and Transformers. I don't even recognize a lot of these. There's Optimus Prime. Some more G.I. Joe here with some other guys mixed in. There were some muscle wrestling figures. In that box, you didn't really see it, but there were a bunch of paperwork for different toys. Catalogs and instruction sheets. Incredible Hulk puzzle. That's pretty cool. Now, these skeleton warriors are awesome. You don't see those very often. They're not super expensive, but they are some really cool figures from the 90s. Mr. Spock model kit, a couple of Jeeps, Action Team Wigwam, and some more G.I. Joes and Marks. Here we've got some miscellaneous 3 3/4 inch Star Wars and G.I. Joe, a whole box of 1/6 scale figures. And some more Marks, some board games here. Awesome creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't know who made that, but that's a really cool piece. Several lunch boxes. A couple of the Mego 1/6 scale Star Trek the motion picture figures. A Spider-Man action game. This table had a whole lot of miscellaneous random Mego-like figures, both the 8-inch scale and the 1/6 scale. There's some cool stuff in here, including a lot of custom pieces. Here we've got some of the new Migos loose, and some customized stuff here. Mountain Town Toys, I believe, has a booth there. A whole lot of great Superpowers figures. They were all out of my price range, but even some nice carded figures and some vehicles and play sets. I saw a guy with a Batmobile and a Superpowers Batcopter, but those sold very quickly. Some DC, Marvel, and Star Wars characters here. I loved this, the Snake Man Cozy for your Cobra La 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 figure, in case he's getting a little bit cold in the winter. Here we've got some more miscellaneous stuff. Individual figures, vehicles. A lot of stuff at low prices this weekend. I didn't pick up much, but I did pick up some cool items for good prices. I can't even tell what's in some of these bins. More modern Star Wars and more Marvel Legends figures. A whole lot of Marvel and DC action figures here. And bags of accessories. More Star Wars. Looks like this weekend there was a lot of G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. Seeing a lot of that at these tables. Some of the new Masters of the Universe Origins figures and a couple of the Eternia minis, Wave 2. Nice Batman book and record set, and a very cool Super Joe outfit still on the card. I almost bought that. That was a nice piece. Some Star Wars Legos, whole table of miscellaneous action figures, including some Thundercats and a lot of Masters of the Universe. Table of Pops and Mega Constructs Masters of the Universe there. Even a Scareglow. Freddy Krueger, $6 Million Man. This table was all Simpsons related stuff. This guy had a bunch of video games and video game systems, as well as a handful of random action figures, including a vintage snowspeeder. This is a lot of random stuff. G.I. Joe, more G.I. Joe, 1/6 scale. G.I. Joe punching bag. Jeepers Creepers there in the back. More 1/6 scale. Some cars, some random animals, a bunch of box stuff that I can't identify quickly. Captain Action, more boxed G.I. Joe, more G.I. Joe. Hiss Tank, that's a nice thing. Now, how cool is that? A Kojak game. This guy had all kinds of amazing stuff. I mean, how often do you see one of these guys floating around in the wild? Some Zorro figures. I believe he had Zorro himself, too. Yep, there he is, Zorro. Carded Stalker up there. Eagle Force. More G.I. Joe, vintage 1/6 Star Wars, more carded G.I. Joe, Superpowers, Secret Wars, carded Green Lantern, all kinds of cool stuff here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Military One there in the background. If that piece had been cheaper, I would have picked it up. Star Trek Transporter, hey, Mr. Pop. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and some girls' toys. Planet of the Apes, Dr. Zaius. There's Elf. This guy had a bunch of cassette tapes. Oh, look, the Cars. I actually talked to him about this, and he said he sold a good bit. Doors, LA Woman on 8-track. If you just have an 8-track player, you're set. Some more Cars and Hot Wheels, $1 each. A whole table full of random cars and action figures. More Star Wars. Some more Pops over here. More random superheroes, mostly. There's a TARDIS from Doctor Who. That's a cool Hiss Tank. I'm not sure exactly what that's from, but that's a cool Hiss Tank. Love the Masters of the Universe. Here we've got the Slime Pit. I don't see those very often. That was a cool piece. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Technodrome. A friend of mine is into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I want to be sure to get a good shot of this. She-Ra, Princess of Power, playset and carded figures. Very cool stuff. Is that guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I loved the Batcave playset. That was a really cool thing to see. And the Batmobile. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Tales from the Crypt Dude, Nightmare Before Christmas figures, Laser Tag Lunchbox, more Marvel Legends, and Star Wars. I love these Jawas. Those look really cool. DC and Marvel figures. A whole lot of cars here. Hot Wheels, G.I. Joe 1/6 scale Storm Shadow, bunch of cars, some more girls' toys. There were a lot of bins that were $1 each, 2 for $1, 3 for $1, 2 for $5. All kinds of deals going on at the swap meet. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles watch and a bunch of vintage 8-inch Mego figures. Those are cool. Some of the new G.I. Joes. More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And McDonald Land figure, as well as some of the reaction horror figures. Oh, the old glow-in-the-dark monsters and Thundercats. Another elf. Hey, 2 elves at one swap meet. So that about wraps it up for what I saw at the swap meet. Let's take a look at what I picked up. I didn't get much this weekend, but I did pick up a carded Sheriff of Nottingham from the 1990s Robin Hood Prince of Thieves series. I also got a handful of G.I. Joe figures for $12. Some of these guys were figures that I've actually been looking for. And lastly, I got a reaction Wolfman figure for $2. I already have this figure, but I can't leave him on the table for just $2. So there you have it, the Powder Springs Toy Swap Meet, hosted by Retroville Collectibles. Check them out on Facebook. Please click like on this video, share it on social media, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel and click that notifications bell. And one last thing before I go, if you're a fan of toys, you should know about ToyLanta, one of the biggest toy shows in the southeastern United States, held annually just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Visit ToyLanta.com for more information. As always, thanks for watching.